Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manmobhishtam Stapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Padamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
So thank you very much for inviting me to your wonderful association. It's nice being there with all of you. So anyone has got any questions or inquiry that you'd like to share with us?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji, I have a question. Um, uh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a supreme personality of a Godhead, but he is in the form of a sannyasi, and like during his time we see like almost like a 95 or even 99% of devotee are all the male devotee. And my question is, in a as we are a soul, we are not body, but still right now we are in a I came in the form of the woman body. So how can I get the ahaituki mercy? How can I get ahaituki kripa from Nityanand Prabhuji and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
It doesn't matter whether your body is immaterial. You are born now with a woman's body, but going to Krishna, there's no impediment, no? Right?
Mhm.
Krishna says
Yes.
here in this verse,
But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in a like he came in a form of a sannyasi. So
so he come to do preaching work, no? Be difficult for him to come in the woman's body and do all this work, no?
yes, Prabhuji. I'm just saying like how I get the mercy, his mercy.
Yeah, because the Lord is equal to everybody. He says here, those who take shelter in me, hmm,
Mm.
though they be of lower birth, women, Vaishyas, merchants, Sudra, can attain the supreme destination. There's no bar. Spiritual
Mm-hmm.
life cannot be hampered by any kind of a circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing can obstruct spiritual life, you see. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It says here, and this verse, let me take it out. That spiritual life cannot be obstructed by anything.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes. So in this verse, you can read this.
Yes, Prabhuji. There are the characteristics of the transcendental loving service to Purushottama, the Supreme Personality of a Godhead. It is a causeless and it cannot be obstructed in any ways.
So you try to understand the moment you take up this Krishna consciousness, then it doesn't matter what kind of a body you have, you know. Even
Mhm.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he delivered even the animals, you know.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
There is no obstruction. But if you keep thinking that you are a woman and you are the body, then yeah, then you will have a lot of problems, you see.
Mm-hmm.
Now understand that you are a spirit soul trapped in this woman body. Of course, I have to do all the things that the woman have to do because the body is such. But I should always understand that, I am not the body, I am a soul, That goes not only for you, for every one of us, you see. If we keep
Mm-hmm.
ourselves in the bodily platform, then we cannot go back to God, If we are in
Mm-hmm.
the bodily platform, we cannot understand about God at all. Hmm?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Then Prabhuji, how we get his ahaituki kripa, like just for the man or woman, anyone, like just by chanting, or is it's been mentioned anywhere, like by the doing anything particularly?
Particularly what?
Like I just asking, like is it mentioned anywhere just by chanting we can get the ahaituki mercy, or like how we can get Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Nityanand Prabhu's Ahituki Kripa.
Yeah, by chanting, you will get all the kripa. There's no
Okay.
other way in Kali Yuga other than
Mm-hmm.
chanting, personally taught by the Lord, no?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
No other method because God, Krishna has come to teach us, then huh?
Mm-hmm.
How to correct this. No way you can get out of this, unless you follow the method given by the Lord Himself.
Mm.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Huh?
Yes.
See here. The words and mind of the conditioned soul cannot approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead, for material names and forms are not applicable to the Lord. Understand this point here. So, if you
Mm.
are in the bodily concept, then it's not possible to go to the Lord. Hmm?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, we need to understand that's why the first lesson that Krishna spoke to Arjuna is that you're not the body, you
Mm.
are spirit soul.
Mm-hmm.
As you understand you are a spiritual person, then it's difficult to make advancement. Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So therefore, to come out of this bodily platform is not some small thing, no. We may think that,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, I know that I'm not the body. Huh? It is
Mm.
said here, in this verse, you can see, except for Madhyama Adhikari and Uttama Adhikari discussed above, no one can correctly see the spiritual position of a living being. You understand
Mm.
this?
Mm.
Understand that you're not the body is a very high platform, no? Hmm?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Because everyone is identifying with the body because they're always
Yes.
with the mind. Yes?
Yes. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes or not?
Yeah. Yes.
Hmm. So therefore we need constant reminder. We have to read every day. We have to, worship the Lord, bowing down, seeing Him.
Mm-hmm.
Process is explained here in the Bhagavatam how to do that. Because to not identify with the body, we have to undergo all this kind of things. It says that it says here, in this verse, disregarding the ridicule of one's companion, one should give up the bodily conception and its accompanying embarrassment. One should offer obeisance before all, even the dogs, outcasts, cows, and asses, falling flat upon the ground like a rod. You see how you have to go about it. You may not be able to do that, but at least in the mind we should have offer obeisances. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
So until we come to this point, until one who has fully developed the ability to see me within all living beings, one must continue to worship me with this process, with the activities of his speech, mind, and body. So
Mm-hmm.
this to come to the understanding that we are not this body requires a lot of practice, no? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm. That's why we see any living entity, we don't harm. We are always understanding the God is inside the body of that animal also. Hmm? By
Mm-hmm.
such knowledge of the all-pervading personality of Godhead, one is able to see the absolute truth everywhere. Free, thus from all doubt, one gives up fruitive activities. So try to understand. So the process is that we should always be reminding ourselves that I'm not the body, I'm a spirit soul, I'm servant of Krishna. Because the mind that we got is always teaching us the other way.
Mm-hmm.
The mind is always telling us, no, no, you are a body, you are a very big person, you are very great, you know so many things, and you're so expert. Huh? Is it not?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yes,
how the
Prabhuji.
mind is always telling you all kind of nonsense. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
And
Prabhuji.
when somebody praise us, we become very happy. And the mind is doing that. Oh, you're
Mm-hmm.
such a great person. This is because of false ego. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
So we become carried away and we start thinking
Yes.
that, oh, yeah, I'm a very great person. And then we try to find fault with others. Hmm?
Mm.
You,
Yes, Prabhuji.
so this is our problem. So
Mm.
we need to understand how everything is working, no? Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
So that's why we know we need a strong spiritual program. So this strong spiritual program is to cut out all this false ego and all this ahankar and control the mind. We need a guru, no? Without the guru we cannot do this, no?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yes?
yes.
Without guru is not possible.
Mm.
See here, to control the mind we need the guru. Can you read? Someone can read?
This uncontrolled mind is the greatest enemy of a living entity. If one neglects it or give it a chance, it will grow more and more powerful and will become victorious. Although it is not a factual, it is very strong. It covers the constitutional position of the soul. O King, please try to conquer this mind by the weapon of a service to the lotus feet of the spiritual master and of the supreme personality of a Godhead. do this with the great care.
You see? So to control the mind, we need to service to the lotus feet of the spiritual master and of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Yes.
Control the mind, you need a guru. Without that, it's not possible. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
So if you think that you can do without the help of a guru, then I think, something is difficult, wrong. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, I am not thinking.
So, although the false ego has no factual basis, it is perceived in many forms as the function of the mind, speech, life air, and bodily faculties. But with the sword of transcendental knowledge, sharpened with the worship of a bona fide spiritual master, a sober sage will cut off this false identification and live in this world free from all material attachment. You see? So, to cut out the false ego, you also need a bona fide spiritual master.
Mm.
Yes,
Yes. Yes,
correct.
Prabhuji. Mm-hmm.
Ah. So we are now trapped with our subtle body. Our subtle body means our minds, our intelligence and ego. So to control the mind, we need guru. To cut off this false ego, we need guru. And to intelligence you can only get Krishna, and Krishna will give you to you through the guru.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
So guru is so important. Without the help of a guru, you cannot think that you are not this body. You will only think that you are a body and an animal. Anyone who thinks he is the body is an animal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhuji.
Ah, just to
Mm-hmm.
know you are not body, you must surrender to guru.
Mm-hmm.
What Arjuna did, I am now confused. You please tell me what I should do. I am your disciple now. Then Krishna told him, why are you crying? You are not the body. You are spirit soul.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So
Yes.
when you come to this understanding, only then your spiritual life starts.
Mm.
Hmm. Otherwise, you may read about it and all that, but the realization to come can only come to by the mercy of Guru and Krishna. You
Mm.
cannot get realization on your own strength. That's not possible.
Mm.
Understand?
Yes,
If
Prabhuji.
you understand that you are not the body, then yes, you make very good advancement. Then you understand your spirit soul. Then you understand everybody is a soul. Then everybody has got the super soul with them. And then you understand how you should become more devoted to the super soul. Krishna in the heart. So by carrying on like this, you will develop attraction for the Lord, and then finally you develop love. Hmm?
Mm. Mm-hmm. Yes, Prabhuji.
Understand? But if
Mm-hmm.
you just keep yourself in the bodily concept, then you cannot go back to Godhead. It says here, if you identify with the body and think that the body is everything, then you cannot go back.
Mm.
When a person considers sense gratification the aim of life, he suddenly becomes mad after materialistic living and engage in all kinds of sinful activities. He does not know that due to his past misdeed, he has already received a body which, although temporary, is the cause of his misery. Actually, the living entity should not have taken on a material body, but he has been awarded the material body for sense gratification. Therefore, I think it is not befitting an intelligent man to involve himself again in the activities of sense gratification by which he perpetually gets material bodies one after another. So if you
Mm.
stay in the bodily concept, then you will be having desires, and then again you die, you take again another body. In this way you will keep on going one body after another body. But when
Mm-hmm.
you understand you are not a body and you are servant of Krishna, then this cycle will be automatically stopped.
Mm.
So whether you want to stop this cycle of birth and death or you just want to prolong it, that's your choice, no?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Prabhuji.
You
Yes, I
understand?
understood. Yes, Prabhuji, I get it.
So we should try. That's why when we chant Hare Krishna, we try to pray to the Lord to help me become a servant.
Mm.
Why? Because only we understand that we are spirit soul, we can approach Krishna. It doesn't
Mm.
matter whether I am in the woman's body or man's body. Of course, animal body you cannot approach them, but at
Mm-hmm.
least the woman or man body we can make some attempt to come out of this mess. Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm. So this is what we should be doing most, rather than wasting our time, trying to get entangled in material activities. We're not saying you don't do these things. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
say that. Huh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you should try to, those who are interested in reviving Krishna consciousness and increasing their love of Godhead do not like to do anything that is not related to Krishna. They are not interested in mingling with people who are busy maintaining their bodies, eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. They are not attached to their homes, although they may be householders. Nor they are attached to wife, children, friends, or wealth. At the same time, they are not indifferent to the execution of their duties. Such people are interested in collecting only enough money to keep the body and soul together. So you understand?
Yes.
This is how you should live. Mostly concentrating on how to serve you and Krishna.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji, yes.
Any other questions?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Any other questions?
Prabhuji, just it's a very small question, just in general. Like, how do we offer in a mind, just like how we offer to the deities, just like that we chant the same mantra when we offer in a mind?
Yes, you offer the same mantra but in the mind.
Okay.
Hmm?
Okay, and we are just chant the mantra and do not have to wait. Just take honor the prasadam right away, right?
Or
When we
you
are offering in the mind.
in the mind, and then if you are caught in a place where you cannot wait or whatever, then you just know what to do.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Unless you have in the temple, then you can follow the full procedure. But when you
Yeah.
are not in the temple, then it's a little difficult, no? At
Mm-hmm.
least you should understand that I should offer to the Lord, no? Yes?
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
Prabhu, we can do Gayatri also after that, right?
Well, if you can, you do. If you cannot, then what to do? At least you
Okay.
do. At least you do in your mind or something, huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
And after offering in general, Prabhuji, like we also have to, like for the second initiated, they have to chant only first round of a Gayatri, right?
Yes.
Or the
Yes.
whole thing.
No, no, just the first mantra,
What?
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Prabhu,
Thank you,
what is that,
Prabhuji.
Prabhu? Can you repeat that, Prabhu? First mantra?
You just chant the first line of the Gayatri mantras. You got 7 mantras, right?
Right.
You just chant the first one.
10 times the first one, is it?
Yeah.
This is even for offering on the on the altar, or just when you're doing mind offering?
Even on the altar. It's the standard.
Oh,
The
because I read
stand.
somewhere you had to do 5, 6, and 7 for offering mantras 5, 6, and 7.
No, no, no. You just offer the first one.
Okay, but we anyway are doing here right now all the 7.
But if you have to just offering only, then you just do all the offering mantra plus this one first line of the Gayatri.
Okay.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
That is the
And
stand.
and we can do Gayatri while standing also. We don't have to, doesn't require to that we have to sit and do it, right?
You should generally sit down and do. But if
Okay.
sometimes you cannot, then what to do? Correct?
Mm-hmm. Okay, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
Okay.
Usually they sit down and do.
Mm-hmm. But like while we are offering, we are standing at that time. So
So you
that,
standing, you sit down and you chant the mantra.
okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hmm? Yes?
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. So anything else?
Prabhu, it is mentioned that if we don't follow the instructions of the spiritual master, immediately we fall down, right? So
Yes.
Prabhupada has given us so many instructions that, I'm sure that people may not be able to follow 100%. Like chanting and the four regulative principles are mandatory, but other things like so many things. And what is like, how do we understand what is it meant for us and what is not meant for us? Because I see there is variations, like some people follow 100 maybe 80%, some people follow some other 70%, some other 60%. How do we understand that
One
one?
instruction is to accept the spiritual master as your life and soul in your heart. That is the number one instruction.
Yes,
If you
Prabhu.
can accept that Srila Prabhupada is my spiritual master in my heart, then that's it. Other instructions all will automatically follow.
Okay.
Then you will not try to supersede his instruction or in any way try to offend him. Avamanam.
Mm-hmm.
Avamanam in Sanskrit means to offend, to look
Mm-hmm.
down, to make fun of. Uh. So we cannot do that in with our spiritual master.
Mm-hmm.
Then yes, then all other things will automatically come. But if
Mm-hmm.
you do not have that kind of understanding on the spiritual master and you start treating him as an ordinary person, then yes, of course, you will fall down.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So the most important, many people, they have spiritual master. But how many are recognizing the importance? Uh,
Yes, Prabhu.
cannot even offend him, even mentally, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm? Yes. This is what's happening to our, so-called ISKCON. That's why, because they kind of minimize and think that Srila Prabhupada is an ordinary person.
Mm-hmm.
See here, Acharya Mam Vi Janiyam
Navamanyeta karhichit.
Avamanyeta Karichit Namatya Buddhya Asuyeta Sarvadeva Guru. One should know the Acharya as myself and never disrespect him in any way. You see this word? Hmm? Never disrespect him in any way. Uh, Neither one should not envy him, thinking him to be an ordinary man.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
So this is the pitfall in spiritual life, you know, to have not this understanding that Krishna, Guru is all in all, you know.
Mm.
That's what's happening in ISKCON and other places. They don't give that kind of what we say. They are not that surrendered to Prabhupada.
Mm.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
So if you follow that kind of example, then how you going to get Srila Prabhupada's mercy?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Mm.
You cannot try to think that you are better than Guru and Krishna, you know.
Yes, Prabhu.
But always be humble and submissive to this principle.
Mm.
That's why Vishwanath Chakravarti writes, you know, the order of the spiritual master is taken as one's life and soul, no?
Mm-hmm.
Prabhupada quotes that many times, you know.
Mm.
So this is how we should meditate on the order of Prabhupada,
Mm.
especially following the four principles and chanting 16 rounds.
Mm.
That cannot be compromised, you know. As you said, mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot compromise that. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
So how you know that you are actually having love and devotion to your Guru? By the ability to follow the four principles and chant 16 rounds itself is the test to show that your devotion is intact.
Mm.
If you cannot do this and for some reason you are lacking on it, that means you know that spiritually there's some problem.
Mm.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
This is the test of making advancement or not, that how well you can chant your rounds and how well you can follow the principles.
Mm.
If you are not able to complete your rounds and you are breaking the principle, that means you show that you are not in a very good status. Hmm?
Mm.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. So this is why we are chanting every day. We check the mood, the consciousness, everything, how it's going. By chanting, you can feel. Yes?
Mm. Yes, Prabhu.
So try to do this regularly and then you see everything will come one by one. Any other questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji,
Yes.
Dhanvatana, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
All glories to Prabhupada.
All glories to you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I was just going through one of the verse, Bhagavad Gita, text 4.34, and I was checking and this pocket Vedas and then on the actual, the book. So is there I think there is some mistake or you know so the verse as you know tadviti pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshina. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master, inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized soul can impart knowledge unto you because he has seen the truth. Whereas in the pocket Vedas, it says they have seen that truth. So what was the reason? What's the difference? Why Why do they mention they actually? Is this like a mistake as part of those book changes or what?
Actually, it should be they.
So what should be it should be they or he?
Should be they because the Sanskrit is in plural. You see the word here, Jnani Nas.
Jnaninas, yeah.
So it should be they rather than Jnani. Ah, understand?
Yeah, but Prabhuji, if you scroll down in the translation here, it says he has seen the truth. So in this folio views, right? As well as I checked the book, Bhagavad Gita, it says he only.
See,
This is correct.
translation has been done, by Prabhupada's editor,
Hayagriva, right?
So they tried because they all are very new to the Sanskrit and everything. You understand?
Yeah.
That make the English correct. You see? You follow? But if you go to the master Prabhupada right there, the self-realized souls can impart knowledge onto you because they have seen the truth. Because the spiritual master is one, but spiritual master instruction is one, but spiritual master can be many. You got spiritual master, Diksha Guru, Shiksha Guru, yeah? Arda Vakshamana Guru. So many gurus you have, no?
Yeah, that's right, Prabhuji.
So when their self-realized souls can impart knowledge onto you because they have seen the truth, means anyone who has seen the truth is qualified to give you that knowledge. You understand?
Okay.
Huh?
Right, Prabhuji. Yeah.
So like now, Prabhupada is giving you the knowledge, correct?
Yes.
But I'm also coming here and representing Prabhupada and also giving you knowledge.
Yes.
Does it mean that I should only surrender to Prabhupada? Huh? No.
Right. Yeah.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes. Yeah.
So we should try to understand that. The main thing is to get the knowledge from the self-realized souls so that you can make spiritual advancement. So the context of the whole thing is to get that knowledge. And the realized soul must have that knowledge. Otherwise, no point you go to such a spiritual master.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
Ah. So that is the understanding. So it's not such a very big thing. Huh?
Yeah. Okay.
The main thing is to go to a guru, no? See, here is trust that when you go to such a person and you learn, then you will never fall down again. You understand?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
So the knowledge is essential. Of course, I am also not against book changes, and book changes they should not do unnecessarily. For example, here. So here you can see this whole paragraph has been added on. For the intelligent person to be in Krishna consciousness, this whole thing, it is not there in the, in the original version. So they have kind of added this whole thing.
So is this good or bad?
Huh?
Is this good to add?
How you can do like that? You cannot do
So
things like that.
yeah, it's not approved by Prabhupada, right?
Hmm?
So
Prabhupada started translating from here. His purport actually starts from here.
here Lord Krishna having established that. So it starts from here. So they added the whole paragraph before that.
Yes. So what to do? Hmm?
Oh,
So at least we understand and we try to, because for now we don't have a choice. Do we have a choice? Huh?
no,
I can't go and print all the books. I can't have time to rewrite and all these things, correct?
that's right, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Do with what we can and preach, because although they change here and there, but they cannot change the philosophy. They cannot write in such a way, say that Krishna is not God. That they cannot do. Understand?
Yeah.
Hmm. So the philosophy remains intact. So right now we have to establish that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and we should try to, use this book to preach, because book is essential, no?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
So we have to make good use whatever we can, we can do with. Of course, you should know these are not good to do. At least you know, and you try to be a little aware of this.
Yes, right. That's right, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
Prabhuji, I have another question. I was just reading and comparing between Prahlad Maharaj and Dhruva Maharaj. Both started their bhakti at the age of 5, right? Both saw the Lord, right, themselves at the age of 5.
Yes.
But Dhruva Maharaj, after ruling, for almost like 36,000 years, and when it was the time to leave the body, right, uh, he was not allowed to go to Vaikunta. Because was he in the mode of passion? Because he did all that, bhakti to get the, kingdom bigger than his father or grandfather. So that's the reason, he got, what we called as like, I forgot the Bhagwan Priya, like a Vaikunta. It's not true Vaikunta, but it's like, another pole star, which we called as, right? So which is
Yes.
not in the spiritual realm. It's in the material realm, right?
No. This pole star, although it is in the material world here, but it is the kingdom of God. It is not annihilated when the whole creation has been dissolved, no?
Oh,
So
is that so?
that's
Okay.
that's where the Lord as Garbodaski Vishnu, as Chirodaski Vishnu, he lies down in that planet, pole star.
Oh, okay.
So he is staying there and you are staying there. Then how you are not in the spiritual world? Huh? Tell me. If you're
Okay,
staying
so yeah.
you're staying with God, then even in hell you are also in the spiritual world, no?
Uh-huh.
Yes. If you are carrying the Lord in your heart, then everywhere is spiritual world, no? Yes?
Yeah, that's right.
Hmm? So Dhruva Maharaj is a exalted devotee. So he got to rule that place, which is actually the planet, spiritual planet, although it's the material world. Just like this, Suppose you go to the Indian embassy in America. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
That,
Yeah.
that is not America, that's India.
Yeah, that's part of, yeah, whatever that area is, yes.
Although it is in America, but it's not considered as in America, it's considered in part of India.
Yes.
If that thing can materially exist, why can't it do so spiritually?
Okay.
Hmm? So therefore, that place, that Dhruva Loka is actually a spiritual kingdom in this material world.
Okay. Okay. I understand now. Yeah.
So these are like embassies of the spiritual world, So we have to understand like that. So Dhruva Maharaj is not running a material place, he is in the spiritual world.
Spiritual world. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Any other questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisance to the Lord Prabhupada.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji, I have one question. So, Prabhuji, in Srimad Bhagavatam and in Shastra and so many places, I read about that. For example, in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 4, verse number 49 and 50, there it is talking about tapasya. That if, like, if you do tapasya, then you get purified and all impurities, contamination will go away. So my question is that, Prabhu, that that we get pure, but I have experienced and I met so many people, and even we are also trying to do some austerity, like some fasting and something. And like very near in my family also, I saw that one of my very close family, that they are doing so much, like so much austerity, like she left even she is not eating grain at all from years, and so many other type of austerity tapasya, to basically she started for this spirituality only, but uh, uh, but I saw like lot of anger, and these what we can say, these impurities are still there, and even I can say about myself also. So how we can understand about this tapasya?
So try to understand that you may do all kind of austerities. But this austerity is all must be aimed in serving the Lord, You want to read this?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes. Hare Krishna. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said,
Mataji, can you be a
dear,
little closer to the mic?
yeah, sure. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Are you able to hear me?
It's same.
Hare
Okay,
Krishna.
continue, Mataji. It's same.
Hare Krishna. How is it now, Prabhu?
Go ahead, Mataji.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, my dear Uddhava, by associating with my pure devotees, one can destroy one's attachment for all object of material sense gratification. Such purifying association bring me under the control of my devotee. One may perform the Astanga Yoga system, engage in philosophical analysis of the element of material nature, practice non-violence and other ordinary principle of piety, chant the Vedas, perform penances, take to the renounced order of life, execute sacrificial performances and dig wells, plant trees and perform other public welfare activities, give in charity, carry out swear vows, worship the demigod, chant confidential mantras, visit holy places, or accept major and minor disciplinary injunctions. But even by performing such activities, one does not bring me under his control.
So you see here, you may perform all kind of austerities, but that is not as what we say good by associating only with pure devotees. You understand?
Yes.
So you may do all kind of austerities, but if you don't do it for the purpose of the Lord, then it doesn't work, no? Yes?
Yes,
Some people are doing all kind of austerities, Monday for Shiva, Tuesday for Ganesh, Thursday like that. They're doing this kind of thing will not work, no? Hmm?
Yes.
Yes? Yat karosi yat asnasi, juhosi dadasi yat. Yat tapasya, see? Kauntaya, tat kurusva madarpanam. Hmm? Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you give or offer or give away, whatever your austerities you perform, see that? Whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering to me. So the underlying point is that we must learn how to serve Krishna with all our mind, body, words. So austerity means that you must do these austerities recommended by Krishna and the spiritual master.
Yes, Prabhu.
You cannot just simply do what you like to do, no?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Then it will not work. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu. So, Prabhuji, like one more thing here in this concern, like as Brahma ji also start creation, he did tapa for thousands of like years and like that,
He was
and
ordered by the Lord. He was ordered by the Lord to do that tapasya.
yes, Prabhuji. So, for for us devotees, what are the clear recommendation in the Shastras to do? Like which kind of austerities mentioned for
You
us
are
to?
asked to do chanting 16 rounds and follow the 4 principles.
Okay,
Yes?
got it. Yes, Prabhuji, got it.
That is your order.
Yes, Prabhuji.
When your child grows big, austerities are, different. When you are actually doing austerities, you have to always bear in mind that I am doing this to please Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. Like I read somewhere also this that gradually when we are doing this following the rule regulations chanting, and gradually when we advance slowly we have to like reduce our eating, reduce our sleeping, and reduce our all those things. These come under this austerity.
Can you read this?
Yes. Being purified by his intelligence and controlling the mind with determination, giving up the object of sense gratification, being freed from attachment and hatred, one who lives in a secluded
place, who eat little, who control his body, mind and power of speech, who is always in trance, and who is detached, free from false ego, false strength, false pride, lust, anger, and acceptance of material things, free from false proprietorship and peaceful, such a person is certainly elevated to the position of self-realization.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So one who controls eating, sleeping, mating, defending.
Yes. So gradually it means we have to achieve these things also, right, Prabhu? While advancing.
When you grow old also, you cannot eat so much, no?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu, yes.
As
So
you
Prabhu,
grow,
there are 2 points here, no? One is lives in a secluded place and always in trance. How do we do that if we are grihasthas, Prabhu?
the place means you stay in a holy place, Vrindavan. But wherever you chant, that place also become Vrindavan.
Okay. And always in trance?
Yes, when you chant Hare Krishna, you are always thinking of Krishna. There is no trance.
But that's only when we are chanting, right, Prabhu? And whenever we think of Krishna. But
When
I
you
don't think.
grow, when you go and become more advanced, then you will be 24 hours thinking of Krishna.
Okay.
So Prabhu, here I also have one question. So like as Prabhuji is asking, always in trance. So my thing is that, Prabhu, like instead of always in trance, myself, I always feel in anxiety that like because we have in our mind a schedule of a day, routine of a day, that I have to do this Krishna conscious activity, I have to finish these Krishna conscious activity in the day. So I always in anxiety that I am not able to finish, it's not done, not this, to catch up. I always feel in anxiety. uh, while in Krishna consciousness, I because I want to do all those activity, to catch up all those activity, I always feel anxiety. So I want to know more about that. So is this good or not? Or
Yes,
good?
as long as you are thinking in some way about Krishna, that is okay. Some way you must keep your mind focused on Krishna. How you do it, that is your intelligence. You follow?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Prabhu.
So we cannot think of Krishna whole day. Our spiritual master engages us in so many activities. Some are deity worship, some are going to preaching, some are going to collect money, some are cooking. All this work to make us
But
remind us of Krishna, is it not?
yes, Prabhu. But end of the day, Prabhu, Krishna consciousness means the happiness, right? Krishna consciousness means like we will be happy. But as I am saying, like this experience of anxiety. So this anxiety for to
Arjuna
achieve.
was also in anxiety trying to, where Aswatthama was shooting the arrows and he went in front and took the arrows. He was in anxiety how he can shoot the arrows at Krishna. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? So
Yes,
take
Prabhu.
anxiety for Krishna, that's Krishna consciousness. Everybody has anxiety, no? But to become anxious about Krishna, that is the best, is it not?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, that I want to know, because I always we always understand this, that Krishna consciousness mean happiness. So sometime I get confused also that all the time this is anxiety, this Krishna conscious anxiety is a part of life of me. So I want to know.
Oh, better to take the anxiety for Krishna, no? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, got it.
There'll be anxiety, but if I'm anxious for Krishna, that's perfection of my life. Right?
Yes,
Isn't it?
Prabhu. Yes.
The gopis are always anxious. Krishna is walking, is getting his foot hurt. How he can walk? So many people. Is that not anxiety? Huh?
Yes, yes, Prabhu. Their anxiety is different. We are. I
Okay.
am very neophyte.
As long as you think of Krishna in some way, that is also good, no?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So we
Thank.
should try to
Yeah.
become conscious.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Really wonderful to ask from you.
Prabhuji, how about Ekadasi? Does it also included with the recommended austerity like a chanting and four regulative principle?
Yeah, that is something we've been ordered by our spiritual master to do, no?
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You cannot say no to that. That is how we develop our love, no?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So
I was just making sure, Prabhuji. Yes.
we just do what we've been ordered to do, and by doing that, the spiritual master he knows by doing this, you will make advancement.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So we do, and then we become slowly more and more advanced.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So we should try to carry out the instruction of the spiritual master.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Any other questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Yes.
Prabhu, I have a question on Bhagavad Gita 17.2, 3 and 2.4, Prabhu.
Hmm.
In that, it was saying like Om means supreme, that is Krishna himself. That means if anyone are saying Om, like Om Namah Shivaya or something else,
17:23.
17.23, Prabhu. 23 and 24. 23 and 24, yeah.
So here, Om Tat Sat.
Yes, Prabhu.
This Om Tat Sat is referring to Krishna,
Uh,
Om is the
y-
mantra used in, Om is the pranava, beginning word in all mantras.
y-
So when you chant Om Namo Shivaya and you chant Om Namo Om Vishnu Padaya, they're two different, no?
okay.
You're supposed to chant Om for Krishna.
Mm-hmm.
Then yes, because Om is referring to Krishna. That's why we chant directly Hare Krishna.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Okay. Got it, Prabhu.
So inside the Hare Krishna, there's Om already inside there.
Oh, in Hare Krishna already Om is there. Okay, Prabhu.
But this Mayavadis, they like to chant this Om, it's like an impersonal for them. You follow?
Yes, Prabhu.
They like Om very much because it's impersonal, no? But
Yes, Prabhu.
it's direct, no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Prabhu, that means, let's say if I know in yoga or somewhere they keep saying Om, 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 they only ask us to do Om or something, right, Prabhu? Is that
Om
praying
is
God or is it
referring,
like?
no, Om is referring to Krishna, but indirect, no?
Oh, okay, got it.
So Om can refer to the Brahman, Om can refer to Paramatma, Om can also refer to Bhagavan. But when we say Hare Krishna, it directly refer to Krishna, finish God.
Okay, got it, Prabhu.
That's why We don't,
Mhm.
of course, we also chant like Om Tat Vishnu Paraman Padan. See, so the mantras are there, but we must
Mhm.
know the meaning of this.
Mhm.
Who is the
Okay.
objective of this Om? They don't know. They say Om Om, but you ask who this Om is, they will not say it's Krishna.
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
But we chant Om, we know it is referring to who? Krishna? Yes.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
So our Om and their Om is a little different because their understanding is not complete, no?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
So there is no difference between the Om and Hare Krishna.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, yes, yes, Prabhu. Got it, Prabhu. Yeah. And also, one more question, Prabhu. On 646, also I have another one, Prabhu. Bhagavad Gita only. Yeah.
So here you can see
Mm-hmm.
all living entities moving and non-moving are my expansions and are separate from me. I am the super soul of all living beings who exist because I manifest them. I am
Mm-hmm.
the transcendental vibration like Omkara and Hare Krishna. See that?
Oh, okay. Yes, Prabhu. Transcendental vibrations, Omkara and Hare Krishna, Hare Rama.
And I am the supreme truth, absolute truth. These two forms of mine, namely the transcendental sound and the eternal blissful spiritual form of the deity, are my
Mm-hmm.
eternal form. They are not material. So Omkara is, yes, but it is more for impersonalism, you know.
Okay. So it is like who are just trying to get into spiritual life, right, Prabhu? It's like, or
Yeah,
who
for
doesn't know?
they like to chant that because many of them may be demigod worshippers and some are worshipping the impersonal light, the Brahman. Huh?
Mm-hmm. Got it, Prabhu.
But we chant directly, you know, Om.
Mm. Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Understand?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, I heard that Om Tat Sat somewhere. So, yeah, I mean, in some place, someone else also referring, but here, yeah, I heard, I got the meaning here, Prabhu. Yeah.
Is referring to Krishna.
Yes, yes. Okay. Got it, Prabhu. Yeah. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is the other question?
Yes, Prabhu. So on Bhagavad Gita 6.46, Prabhu,
Hmm.
it says a yogi is greater than the ascetic, greater than empiricist, and greater than fruitive worker. Therefore, O Arjuna, in all circumstances, be a yogi. So, Prabhu, what does like yogi mean like in current context? Like, I mean, whatever we need.
The word yogi here refers to a bhakti yogi.
Bhakti yogi. Okay, Prabhu.
Is better than the one who is a karma yogi, is better than the one who is doing this jnana yoga,
Mm-hmm.
and one who thinks of me, he is the best. Krishna says in the next line. In the next line, one who thinks of me all the time, I consider him as
Mm-hmm.
top class.
Yes.
647, correct?
Yes, yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
Yes. So that means he's referring to a devotee.
Okay.
So a devotee is better than the one who does karma yoga, is better than the one who does jnana yoga. So that's why
Mm.
Arjuna in all circumstances be a yogi, referring to one be a bhakti yogi.
Okay. Who is always thinking of Lord. That's what, right, Prabhu? Like Bhakti Yogi. Yeah.
Yes, Krishna
Yes.
said in the next verse, the
Mm.
one who is always thinking of me is very dear to me. Yoginam api sarvesam, that means of all kind of yogis. Mat
Mm.
kate antarat atmanaha, that means one who is always thinking of me internally,
Mm.
no?
Mm.
And faith and devotion worships me. I consider him as the topmost. Huh?
Yes. Yes, Prabhu.
And of all yogis, the one with great faith who abides in me, thinks of me within himself, and renders transcendental loving service to me, is the most intimately united me with yoga, and is the highest of all. This is my opinion. Whose opinion can be better than God, no?
Yes. Yes, Prabhu.
Huh? So
Yes.
we should try to understand like that, no?
Okay. Got it, Prabhu. Yeah.
It's very important, though, to understand. Krishna is all in all, and his devotion to him is the topmost.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Any other questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I was listening to one of the Srila Prabhupada's lecture, and he said that death is just a matter of 7 months. It's like a long sleep of 7 months, and the soul will get into the next body, as per his karmas, right? So how do
Hmm.
we understand this, Prabhuji? Because suppose, for example, if the person is very, very sinful, right, and if he is destined to get into and like go into the lower species like animal body in the next life, but if he is not you know accustomed or meant for that, so how can he get into that body? Because he needs to first get trained into and into the hellish planet first, right?
Yeah, once you go to hell, then you'll be put into all kind of suffering. And when he is about to be released, then he will be like, suppose if someone is going to become a pig, then they will train him there to eat stool so that he get acclimatized, no?
So the duration of 7 months is not there, because in maybe in hellish planet he has to spend thousands or millions of years then.
Yeah, he may sound like millions of years, but in our time, will be a short time, no? Just like our time to
Oh,
Brahma's time is so much long, no? Correct?
yeah, yeah.
So, but Brahma's time, he's thinking very short. Correct?
Oh, I understand. Okay. So 7 months in which context, in which, okay, that is the question.
Yes.
So 7 months may not be the earthly year.
Prabhupada is referring to the 7 months, someone is in the womb of a mother, no?
Yeah.
So, in the 7 months when you are in the womb, you are unconscious, no?
Uh-huh.
So when you're going to come out in the next 2 months, then you get your consciousness, then you feel all the pain, plan, so many things, no? Until the body is formed, you will be unconscious one. Correct?
Okay. Okay. Right.
Hmm?
Oh, so that duration is in the mother of a womb. Okay. That's how, we should understand that.
That's what Prabhupada is referring. It said you go to the womb of mother and then for 7 months you will be, what is that, completely unconscious. And then after that, then you're conscious and then you come out. So that's
Oh,
what it's all about, changing
oh,
bodies.
okay. Okay. I understand now properly.
Hmm. Right?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes,
Any
Prabhuji.
other questions?
Guru,
Hmm.
Guru.
Yes. Anybody got anything else to add?
Prabhuji, does Lord Chaitanya appears in every day of Brahma?
Yes.
So
Along
does
whenever Krishna comes, he comes.
so maybe in the next Kali Yuga, Lord Chaitanya won't appear, right?
No, he will not come.
Okay.
He will
So,
come in the next day of Brahma during the seventh Manu on the 28th cycle.
okay.
So
So
that's
basically,
fortunate that we are here now, this particular time when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come. So if you take advantage of this, your life will become successful.
so this is a golden chance in this
Yes,
Kali Yuga when Lord Chaitanya appeared, right? For all of us.
all of us. So don't
Oh,
miss this opportunity,
that's right, Prabhuji.
Make your life successful,
Right.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
This is how we should understand, no? Hmm? Any other questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhu Tanutranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada. Prabhu, this is from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Madhya 15:108.
1508.
108. 108.
100. Yes.
Yeah, Madhya 15:108.
Yes. I'm just going to this.
Okay.
Before I go. So here you see this word, Omkara. So Omkara is a combination of the letter A, U and A. Karena uchyate Krishna. The letter A, Akara refers to Krishna, who is the Sarva Lokaika Nayaka, the master of all living entities and planet, material and spiritual. Nayaka means leader. He is the supreme leader, Nityo Nityanam Setana Setanam Kata Upanishad. The letter U, Akara, indicates Srimati Radharani. Okay, the pleasure potency of Krishna. And Ma, indicates the living entities, Jiva. So this Om is the complete combination of Krishna, his potency and his eternal servitors. In other words, Omkara represents Krishna, his name, fame, pastime, entourage, expansion, devotee, potency, everything else pertaining to him. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu states in this verse of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Sarva Vishwa Dhamma. Omkara is the resting place of everything, just as Krishna is the resting place of everything. So do you understand this? You asked the question of Omkara?
Yes, Prabhu. Understood
Yeah.
the meaning. Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm.
So, Prabhu, that means doing Omkara is also like, is it recommended or no, Prabhu? Because here
No,
it's
you're
represented.
chanting Hare Krishna, the Om is inside already. He says no need to worry about it.
Okay, got it, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yes,
So
Prabhu.
15108, that the chanting is so powerful it doesn't require any initiation. Yes.
Yes.
Exactly, Prabhu. I was talking to some person who says that he follows Ritvik but not initiated. Upon asking the question, he quoted this verse, and I read this, but like I understood in a different way. But because in the purport, the long purport, almost every paragraph, Prabhupada is stressing on taking initiation under bona fide spiritual master. Every line. So here it says Purascharya, not not required. What is the translation says? One does not have to execute the activities required before initiation.
Can you read this?
Yes, bro. To live with devotees or to live in a temple means to associate with the Shravana Kirtana process. Sometimes neophyte devotees think that they can continue the Shravana Kirtana process without worshipping the deity. But the execution of such Shravana Kirtana is meant for highly developed devotees like Haridas Thakura, who engaged in the Shravana Kirtana process without worshipping the deity. However, one should not falsely imitate Haridas Thakura and abandon deity worship to try to engage solely in Shravana Kirtana. This is not possible for neophyte devotees.
So you understand, to
Yes,
engage in deity worship, you need initiation?
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhu.
Yes, in the same like the purport said, you can't even approach the deity without the initiation, Brahmana initiation. And it also mentioned you can't even properly chant if you don't get initiation. All that was mentioned, but just this Purascharya is what kind of a contradicting, Prabhu. That
It's not contradictory because the holy name is extremely powerful.
okay?
Just we all started chanting and we became pretty much purified. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
But to go about without, this is Prabhupada is saying here in Kali Yuga, although deity worship is not essential, you see here this point here.
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
The material conditioning of most candidates for devotional service require that they engage in this activity. When we consider the bodily and mental condition, we find that the character of such candidate is impure and their minds are agitated. Therefore, to rectify this material conditioning, the great sage Narada and others at different times recommended various kinds of regulation for deity worship. So, in other words, although the holy name is very, very powerful, but because we are so fallen that our mind is so agitated, therefore we require deity worship. So, in order to
Yes.
deity worship, we have to get initiated. Otherwise, how to do deity worship?
Okay.
Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Unless we are like Haridas Thakur, I don't know, maybe you are, correct?
No, not at all.
So if a person doesn't want to take initiation and takes on this line, but he doesn't understand, then why Prabhupada stress on initiation? Then he wouldn't have done it, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct?
Yeah, why he has to take this first and second and all that.
So we have to follow the instruction of the Acharya, not just
Yes.
try to read in between the lines and try to do something, no? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So because the person doesn't want to surrender, he thinks that by surrendering to someone, then I won't have my independence. So therefore, I don't want initiation. I'll just take Prabhupada and go on. Huh? Yes.
Yeah, no.
No, Purascharya means activities before initiation. So that means that initiation is required, but there are activities to be done before that, right?
Yeah,
No,
that's
the
what I heard.
line itself says here, you don't require. You understand? Because this holy name is so powerful, See, one does not have to undergo initiation or execute the activities required before initiation. One simply has to vibrate the holy name with his lips, thus even a man in the lowest class chandala can be delivered. You understand? So, the holy name is extremely powerful, no, not different from the Lord. But the acharyas have given a method how to make this even more successful by giving initiation.
Hmm.
So why initiation? Because then you will do what is deity worship? That means you will touch the lotus feet of the Lord every day. That's deity worship. Take the
Hmm.
water washed from the Lord. All these are very, very purifying. Understand?
Yeah.
When you touch the lotus feet of the Lord, that means all your sinful activities have been eradicated. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Why you do deity worship? Huh? Hello? Why?
Mhm.
The first thing you must do is touch the feet of the deity, right?
Yes,
Yes?
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Why? Why you do that? Huh?
Hmm.
Get purified from all your sins, You follow?
Yes, Prabhu.
And also when you start chanting, how you can chant purely? Unless you are Haridas Thakur, no? The Prabhupada right just now, no? Yeah?
Hmm. Hmm.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So all these things are understood, and then the spiritual master, he gives this method how to perform, and we follow.
Hmm.
Yes, Prabhupada himself was initiated, no? Right? Yes or not?
Yes, Prabhu.
We must understand this as it is, We cannot try to concoct. Huh? You see, this person is inventing this philosophy because he read this, Yes?
Exactly, Prabhu. Almost
So,
every paragraph down in the purport, even the
Prabhupada wrote this. If Prabhupada has written this, he doesn't know that he should, you don't need to give initiation, right? Right? Yes or not? Why?
yes, Prabhu.
Huh? Tell me. All these people, they just want to hide behind this so that they don't want to surrender, That's the problem. Yes,
Yes, Prabhu.
that's the problem. They don't want to surrender. They just want to, become independent. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
It's not one time Prabhupada said this, Prabhupada said this also in other places. Why you have to get initiated?
Prabhu, in the just have a question like uh, in another discussion it came up. There's the first line of the translation and there is one line in the purport. It says, without performing the Purascharya activities, one cannot become perfect even by chanting this mantra for hundreds of years.
Yeah, because Purusacharya is like beginning stage, following the four principles. You
Yes,
understand?
Prabhu.
So all these things are prerequisites. But our holy name is so powerful that by chanting, you're automatically already doing all those things already,
Mm-hmm.
That's why Prabhupada said that there's a grace period of 6 months. So
Yeah,
this is
interesting.
Purusacharya, part, where we are getting purified,
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm? So that's how we have to do, We just have to follow what is given by our spiritual master and everything will fall in place, no?
Mm.
Yes?
So when
Don't.
Prabhupada writes this, one does not have to undergo initiation. It means it is for people like Haridas Thakur.
Yes, that's what he says, no?
Okay.
People who can chant and be straight with the Lord, That means they already have the Lord in the heart, I show
Mm.
you, Narada explained this point, Explain this point here. For such people, you don't need to do all this kind of program, Whenever he chants, the Lord automatically appears in his heart, you know. So for a person, see here, so such person, 116. So you see here, the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, whose glories and activities are pleasing to you, at once appear on the seat of my heart, as if called for, as soon as I begin to chant his holy name, holy activities. So if you do something
Oh.
like this, then yeah, you don't require. Why you require?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So are you in that platform?
No, not it.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
therefore, you need the deity worship. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
But try to understand, you know, spiritual life means you have to follow the direction of the spiritual master. If you
Hmm.
abandon the spiritual master, you will have so many problems in your spiritual life.
Hmm.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So if a person is speaking like that, he does not understand that means.
Yes, Prabhu.
Why Prabhupada build all the temples? Huh? No need temples. Huh?
And no need of July 9th letter also.
Yeah, nothing required, all right?
Yes, Prabhu. That's right.
Why you chant in the morning? Sri Vigrahana Tananita Nam Nam Singyara Tanman. No need to ask, right?
Hmm.
Huh? What is the meaning? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So this is the problem, you know. The problem is that the person is not willing to surrender.
Hmm.
Therefore, he takes this. No, Prabhupada said, no need initiation. The holy name is sufficient. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
You cannot make advancement if you don't follow the instruction of the spiritual master.
Yes, Prabhu.
No. So you explain like this, huh? Yes?
Sure, Prabhu. Sure.
I don't think the person is understanding, you know.
Yes, Prabhu. No, because there is another line in that, in the same purport. I don't know why he gets into that. So he says, "O best of Brahmanas, even without initiation, preliminary purification, or acceptance of renounced order, one can attain perfection in devotional service simply by chanting the holy Lord's holy name." But right after that, Prabhupada, just next line itself, Prabhupada clarifies that the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra is so powerful that it does not depend on official initiation. But if one is initiated and engages in Pancharatra Vidhi, his Krishna consciousness will awaken very soon, and his
Yes.
identification with material world will be vanquished.
So what about this line that you
Yeah.
forget? Huh? What is relevant for me, I take. What not relevant, I throw away. Huh?
Yeah, Prabhu.
Understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
Trying to be too smart, this one. Correct?
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu.
So if you can get very quickly, so that's why Prabhupada recommended the deity worship. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Why he recommended it? Because it's difficult, you know, Kali Yuga, how to do. So much
Hmm.
disturbance, especially now. More so. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu. Very disturbed.
Ah, without deity, very hard to keep your mind focused.
Yes, Prabhu.
Without worshipping the form of the Lord, you cannot develop your spiritual life. Just now I showed you, you know, this is the verse from here, you see. You see this verse here, it says, In the world matter.
In this world of matter, which the conditioned soul accepts as consisting of enjoyable resources, the conditioned soul expands, thinking that he is the enjoyer of the material world. Similarly, the material world expands.
Disturb us. Okay, here. Read this.
All living entities, moving and non-moving, are my expansions and are separate from me. I'm the super soul of all living beings who exist because I manifest them. I am the form of the transcendental vibrations like Omkara and Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, and I am the absolute truth. These two forms of mine, namely the transcendental sound and the eternally blissful spiritual form of the deity, are my eternal forms. They are not material.
Is that?
Yes, sir. So both are required, sound and the deity.
Yes, you cannot just try to, say that I don't require. Again, here Prabhupada said in another place, you see this, in this Harinam explanation, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Says the chanting includes all. Depending three kinds of Vedic activity, karma, kanda, jnana, kripa. The chanda, the Vedic hymns included the 8 syllable Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You chant, all these are included already, Not only that,
Yeah.
here, okay, here. You can read.
To chant the holy name of the Lord, one need not depend upon other paraphernalia, for one can immediately get all the desired results of linking with Supreme Personality of Godhead. It may therefore be questioned why there is a necessity for initiation or further spiritual activities in devotion service for one who engages in the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. The answer is that although it is correct that one who fully engages in chanting the holy name need not depend upon the process of initiation, generally a devotee is addicted to many abominable material habits due to material contamination from his previous life. In order to get quick relief from all this contamination, it is required that one engage in the worship of the Lord in the temple. The worship of the deity in the temple is essential to reduce one's restlessness due to the contaminations of the conditioned life. Yes, Prabhu. Thus, Narada, in his Pancharatriki Vidhi and the concept of and other great sages have sometimes stressed that since every conditioned soul has a bodily concept of life aimed at sense enjoyment, to restrict this sense enjoyment, the rules and regulations for worshipping the deity in the temple are essential. Srila Rupa Goswami has described that the holy name of the Lord can be chanted by liberated souls, but almost all the souls have to initiate are conditioned. It is advised that one, I'll read that again, Prabhu. Srila Rupa Goswami has described that the holy name of the Lord can be chanted by liberated souls, but almost all the souls we have to initiate are conditioned. It is advised that one chant the holy name of the Lord without offenses and according to the regulative principles. Yet, due to their past bad habits, they violate these rules and regulations. Thus, the regulative principles for worship of the deity are also simultaneously essential.
Is it clear?
Simultaneously essential, yes, Prabhu.
Yes?
Very clear, Prabhu.
But Prabhuji, this says they're worshipping the deity in the temple only or at the home also. Once the conditioned soul is Brahman initiated.
Prabhupada said all householders must have deities.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
They should do deity worship, Prabhupada said.
But if
we
you're
have to do.
staying next to the temple, we keep it very simple, Prabhu.
You can read this one, no? You can read.
Especially for the householder devotees, the path of deity worship is strongly recommended. As far as possible, every householder, by the direction of the spiritual master, must install the deity of Vishnu forms like Radha Krishna, Lakshmi Narayana, or Sitaram, especially, or any other form of the Lord like Narsimha, Varaha, Gaur, Nitai, Matsya Kurma, Shalagram Shila, and many other forms of Vishnu like Trivikrama Keshava, Achyuta Vasudeva Narayana, and Damodara, as they are recommended in the Vaishnava Tantras or Puranas. And one should worship the deity with one's family, following the directions and regulations of Arjuna Vidhi. Any member of the family who is about 12 years of age should be initiated by a bona fide spiritual master, and all the members of the household should be engaged in the daily service of the Lord, beginning from morning 4 a.m. till night 10 p.m. by performing
Oh, sorry.
by performing Mangalarati, Nirajana, Archana, Puja, Kirtana, Shringara, Bhoga Vaikali, Sandhya Arati, Patha, Bhoga at night, Shayana Arati, etc. Engagement in such worship of the deity under the direction of a bona fide spiritual master will greatly help the householders to purify their very existence and make rapid progress in spiritual knowledge. Simple theoretical book knowledge is not sufficient for a neophyte devotee. Book knowledge is theoretical, whereas the Archana process is practical. Spiritual knowledge must be developed by a combination of theoretical and practical knowledge, and that is the guaranteed way of attainment of spiritual perfection. Wow. The training of devotion service for a neophyte devotee completely depends on the expert spiritual master who knows how to lead his disciples to make gradual progress on the path back home, back to Godhead. One should not become a pseudo spiritual master as a matter of business to meet one's family expenditures. One must be an expert spiritual master to deliver the disciples from the clutches of impending death. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura has defined the bona fide qualities of a spiritual master, and one of the verses is that description that reads, O Shri Vigraha Radhana Nityanana Shangaratan Mandiramarjanado Yuktasya Bhaktam Shanyunjitopi Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindam. Shri Vigraha is the archa or suitable worshipable form of the Lord, and the disciple should be engaged in worshipping the deity regularly by Shringara, proper decoration, and dressing, as also by Mandira Marjana, the matter of cleansing the temple. The spiritual master teaches the neophyte devotee all these kindly and personally to help him gradually in the realization of the transcendental name, quality, form, etc. of the Lord. Only attention engaged in the service of the Lord, especially in the dressing and decorating the temple, accompanied by musical kirtana and spiritual instructions from scriptures, can save the common man from the hellish cinema attractions and rubbish sex songs broadcast everywhere by radios. If one is unable to maintain a temple at home, he should go to another's temple where all the above performances are regularly executed. Visiting the temple of a devotee and looking at the profusely decorated forms of the Lord, well dressed in a well decorated, sanctified temple, naturally infuse the mundane mind with spiritual inspiration. People should visit holy places like Vrindavana, where such temples and worship of the deity are specifically maintained. Formerly, all rich men like kings and rich merchants constructed such temples on the directions of expert devotees of the Lord like the six Goswamis. And it is the duty of the common man to take the advantage of these temples and festivals observed in the holy places of pilgrimage by following in the footsteps of great devotees. Anuvraja. One should not one should not uh, one should not visit all these sanctified pilgrimage places and temples with sightseeing in mind, but one must go to such temples and sanctified places immortalized by the transcendental pastimes of the Lord and be guided by proper men who know the signs. This is called anuvraja. Anu means to follow. It is therefore best to follow the instructions of the bona fide spiritual master, even in visiting temples and the holy places of pilgrimage. One who does not move in that way is as good as standing tree condemned by the Lord not to move. The moving tendency of human being is misused by visiting places for sightseeing. The best purpose of such traveling tendencies could be fulfilled by visiting the holy places established by great acharyas and thereby not being misled by the atheistic propaganda of money making men who have no knowledge of spiritual matters. This is wonderful, Prabhu.
So you take note, if anyone talks to you about deities here, this is the verse, huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Does it answer your question, Prabhu?
Wonderfully, Prabhu. Totally smashed.
Amit, you asked the question. Are you there?
Yes, Prabhuji, sorry. I was trying to find the mute button. Yes, Prabhuji, yeah, it clarifies. Yes, that's wonderfully is there. I just make a note of this verse, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Yes, I was going to show you another verse. By chanting the holy name of the Lord, Supreme Lord, one comes to the stage of love of Godhead. Then the devotee is fixed in his vow as an eternal servant of the Lord. And he gradually becomes very much attached to a particular name and form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As his heart melts with ecstatic love, he laughs very loudly or cries or shouts. Sometimes he sings and dances like madman, for he is indifferent to the public opinion. So how are you going to get attracted to a particular form of the Lord if you are not practicing to worship him?
Yes, Prabhu.
Right.
Right? You understand? And here it says, O Lord, cause of all causes, if your transcendental body were not bound beyond the modes of material nature, one could not understand the difference between matter and transcendence. Only by your presence can one understand the transcendental nature of your Lordship, who are the controller of material nature. Your transcendental nature is very difficult to understand unless one is influenced by your transcendental form. So, unless you worship the form, how are you going to understand the Lord? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Let me try this. Can you read this?
Transcendental love for me arises by the devotional process of hearing about me, seeing my deity form, meditating on me, and faithfully chanting my glories. The same result is not achieved by mere physical proximity. So please go back to your homes.
So why the Lord is saying about worshipping his deity? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Talking this to the gopis, no?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So anyone wants to become serious about going back, he must follow the direction given by the spiritual master. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
2 times he said this, to the Brahmin's wife also. You know that? The same thing he said. Don't go back, Huh?
Yes, Prabhu. Krishna said to go back.
Yeah, worship my deity.
Hmm.
Not 1 time, 2 times he said that. So try to understand, deity worship is very essential. Otherwise, it's difficult for you to fix your mind, Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
It's also said because in Kali Yuga, another place also the same verse. Can you read again?
It is by hearing about me, seeing my deity form, meditating upon me, and chanting my names and glories that love for me develops, not by physical proximity. Therefore, please go back to your homes.
You understand?
Yes, Prabhu. Not by physical proximity. Twice he mentions. Yeah.
If Krishna is deity worship is not important, why we say 2 times to the gopis and to the Brahmin's wife?
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So deity worship is very important. Otherwise, it's very difficult, to fix our mind.
Yes, Prabhu. And to do that deity worship, initiation is must.
Yeah, without initiation, how to chant all the mantras?
Yes, Prabhu.
I think it's here. Give me a minute. Let me check this. It says here that the saintly person can read.
My dear king, when great sages and saintly persons saw mutually disrespectful dealings at the beginning of Treta Yuga, deity worship in the temple was introduced with all paraphernalia.
So that
Yes, Prabhu.
so deity worship was introduced because he saw in Treta Yoga already so much control. Now Noah. Oh, you are what? Pure.
No, Prabhu.
Huh?
No, not at all.
So therefore, we have to understand. So the purport here, Prabhupada also saying about deity worship also. For the Kanistas, deity worship is strongly recommended in the purport. No?
Okay.
Okay. Anything else? Any other questions? Everybody is tired, huh?
Yeah, I have a question, Prabhu. Maybe we'll park it for the next class, Prabhu.
What is the question?
This I was having a conversation with another person, Prabhu, and I also feel the same thing, that how much ever we endeavor in this material life, Prabhu, maybe in our material jobs and all that, it sometimes, yes, it is successful, but eventually it's kind of a failure. This is maybe temporary, sometimes it gives the money or the benefits, but eventually it looks like it is a failure. So the person was telling Prabhuji, he was active before spiritually, but he's saying he's failing both in the spiritual and both in the material life. What he should do?
If a person is thinking like that, means spiritually he is very much contaminated and weak,
Yes.
Understand?
Yes.
There's something wrong in his spiritual life, because spiritual life is very blissful,
Yeah, Susukham. Yes, Prabhu. Susukham
It's
Kartam.
always full of joy, anandam buddhi vardhanam, and ocean of unlimited bliss, So if a person is feeling stagnated and is not feeling very much enthused, then spiritually he is in a very, very, I would say, dangerous position. So unless he has got some advanced association, he's not going to make it,
Yes, Prabhu.
You understand?
Yes,
Spiritual
Prabhu.
life is full of fire. How you can say that it feels very, what we say, drained out, tired, something wrong? Yes,
No, he's
correct.
saying that because of this material life and these tensions, he's not doing any spiritual things.
Just now I quoted the verse, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
4:29:11, I think. See? 4:29, no, 3:29. Nothing can impede spiritual life. Is it?
Yes,
29,
Prabhu.
12. Yeah. See here. Lakshanam bhakti yogasya nirgunasya he udharitam ahaituki vyaharta ya bhakti purushottame. Nothing can impede. See that?
Yes, Prabhu. Just as the water of Ganges flows naturally down towards the ocean, such devotional ecstasy, uninterrupted by any material condition, flows towards the Supreme Lord.
So my matter cannot impede one who is spiritually, well situated. That's why it says, even if a person is a devotee, he doesn't care either going to heaven or going to hell. No, everything is okay
Yes,
for him,
Prabhu.
right? So if a person is feeling that he's getting very much attacked by Maya by associating material, that means he's in a contaminated state of consciousness. You follow?
Yes, Prabhu.
It's not a good sign,
Yes,
And
Prabhu.
how you become weak if you don't do the morning program?
At all, exactly. Yes.
Don't do the morning program, then spiritually you will become finished.
Yes, Prabhu.
Huh? You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we have to be very cautious in this aspect, Prabhupada said here that you have to wake up, you have to do this morning program, and then if you go and do your material work, then you will not be disturbed. I show you the verse, Give me a minute, So here in this verse, so you want to read this?
The words Yavananam Rishabham refers to the king of the Yavanas. The Sanskrit word Yavana and Mlecha applies to those who do not follow the Vedic principles. According to the Vedic principles, one should rise early in the morning, take bath, chant Hare Krishna, offer Mangalarti to the deities, study Vedic literature, take prasada, and engage in the dressing and decorating the deities. One must also collect money for the temple expenditures, or if one is a householder, he must go to work in accordance with the prescribed duties of Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, or Shudra. In this way, one should live a life of spiritual understanding, and this is a Vedic way of civilization. One who does not follow all these rules and regulations is called a Yavana or a Mlecha. One should not mistakenly think that these words refer to certain classes of men in other countries. There is no question of limitation according to the nationalism. Whether one lives in India or outside India, he is called a Yavana or a Mlecha if he does not follow the Vedic principles. One who does not actually follow the hygienic principles prescribed in the Vedic rules and regulations will be subjected to many contagious diseases. Because the students in Krishna conscious movement are advised to follow the Vedic principles, they naturally become hygienic.
So you try to understand that if you follow this, see here, morning you do all this program, and
Yes,
then
Prabhu.
one has to go to work, no? Householder?
He must go to work, yeah.
In accordance with it. But so even if you have to go to work, if you do all these things, then you will not become contaminated.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Yes.
Then that's why if a person is feeling like that, he should take an association of advanced devotees to help, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Otherwise, it's going to be a very big, what we say, strain, especially if you are alone,
Yes, Prabhu. They're saying like whatever material endeavors he's doing, he's failing in that. There is no success at all. So
Yeah, becoming demoralized, no?
yeah.
We need help though. If he takes association, then it will be good for him.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Anyway, everybody has got their independence. What you want to do, your choice, correct?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, that's right.
If you don't want, then there's nothing Krishna can do, right?
Yes, Prabhu. So is it true, Prabhu, that any material endeavor is kind of a failure, or?
Ultimately, it's a fact, isn't it?
Yes.
Which material endeavor is successful? Tell me. Huh?
Ultimately, with the passage of the body, it is gone. Yeah.
Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Body will just rot and finish now. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Which endeavor is successful, you tell me? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. Unless it is linked, dovetailed in Krishna service.
Eventually the Lord destroys everything in the form of time, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Why we should waste our time trying to do it so much when we know ultimately it's all going to be.
Correct, Prabhu.
So therefore, anyone who's intelligent, you'll not just waste his time like that, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Because they think that I'm going to be successful. That's how Maya works, no? Maya is too smart. No, he will just give you a little bit and then you start thinking that, wow, yeah, this is it, you know. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
And then you get all entangled.
Correct.
So therefore, anyone who's intelligent will not waste his time in this though.
Yes, Prabhu.
Better to work hard to come out of this mess. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Everything else you do will ultimately be finished, no?
Yes, Prabhu. Only as Prabhupada mentioned, the spiritual endeavors are eternal.
Yes, everything else will be gone.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that verse, huh? That you do any material thing, everything will be finished, destroyed by time.
Oh,
It was in the third canto. I don't seem to be locating it now.
okay.
Everything will be attacked. Everything with time, you know, you build it all up, and then by time, then everything is been finished, destroyed, no? So by time, Krishna destroys everything. Okay, I got it. All right, look here. All right, here. Can read.
Yes, Prabhu. Whatever is produced by the materialist with great pain and labor for so called happiness, the Supreme Personality, as the time factor, destroys. And for this reason, the conditioned soul laments.
That
Yes, Prabhu. The misguided materialist does not know that his very body is impermanent and that the attractions of home, land, and wealth, which are in relationship to that body, are also temporary. Out of ignorance only, he thinks that everything is permanent.
so you see, what's the point? Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Therefore, devotee, he should work like this.
Those who are interested in reviving Krishna consciousness and increasing their love of Godhead do not like to do anything that is not related to Krishna. They are not interested in mingling with people who are busy maintaining their bodies, eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. They're not attached to their homes, although they may be householders, nor are they attached to wives, children, friends, or wealth. At the same time, they are not indifferent to the execution of their duties. Such people are interested in collecting only enough money to keep the body and soul together. Yes, Prabhu.
So try to understand. Somebody is calling me a Christian, is it? Who is this Christian? You want to unmute and ask your question?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes.
Prabhu, I have a question. It's not related to this, like in general. So, if a devotee is doing all of their daily tasks, like 16 rounds, and also doing the morning puja, and also have the routine to do like 1 or 2 hour Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam reading, but like sometime person is busy in office and have to reprioritize the thing. So is there any priority order that person should follow, like definitely do 16 round as a priority one and then may skip some other stuff? So is there any priority that we should follow?
Yes, you should try. If you are initiated, you must do 16 rounds a day. If you are not, then you should try to work your way towards that. because
Okay.
it's very essential order of the spiritual master to chant your 16 rounds a day.
And Prabhu, what about like morning puja? Like if person is busy, person can skip morning puja?
If a person is doing morning puja and he try to do his puja and then quickly start chanting, or start chanting before he does the puja.
Okay. So like the priority is, number one priority is 16 rounds.
Yes.
And number two priority is continue to do the puja in the morning. And any additional reading, whether it is Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, that's
Yeah,
priority
you find time and then you try to use your time best to read, chant, everything, no? Yes?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Because we are very expert in wasting time, no?
Yes. Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Hmm?
Understood. Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
So we should try as far as possible. These are orders of the spiritual master that we cannot neglect. Especially the chanting. If we neglect our chanting, then everything will fall apart, no?
Yes. Yes, Prabhu. Agree. Yeah.
Yes?
Yes. Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Yes, anybody else? So I guess we have almost come to the end of our session. I'd like to thank all of you for coming online. I hope you learn a few things. Thank you
Yes,
very much.
Prabhu, definitely. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Wonderful
Thank you
association.
very much.
Thank you very much, Prabhu.